Let's go ahead and jump right in. Here is the Fearsome IV. Take a look.
Number 1. The Whisperers. These are the ones that just like to cast misfortune and bad energy by way of their tongue and two-faced associations. They love small talk. They'll call at least, a half a dozen of people a week just to gossip and get all the juicy details, just to stay abreast to what's going on. Is it their business? No. It doesn't matter. As long as they can stay swirled in some juicy tea, that's all that matters to them. What's the harm, right? They love outings, and even if it's not their interest, they'll go, right? They don't go to support. They go to judge. Now, they are the haters through and through, okay? And they will gossip about you at your event like it's no big deal. They love to tell people where you are, right? Where you work, and ask others about you at your job. These whisperers will text about you right in front of your face. Have you ever seen this? They are bored and miserable. Pay them no mind. Now, these are also the ones that disguise surveillance as concern and support, right? They're just checking up on you. They are what one of my favorite bloggers calls the FBINP, which stands for the Federal Bureau of Investigation of Nosy People. You want to avoid this energy stealer, as their whole point is just to make you feel uncomfortable and to let you know that they are always watching. Guess what? They're going to watch you win. Number 2, the users. I call them the bottomless. They will ask for anything and everything that you have. If you have headbands, they want one. If you have some money, they want it. There is no rhyme or reason. They can have a pocket full of cash and they still want some of yours. It's like with this type, there just isn't enough. And anything you have, they are entitled to it. Okay? They are the consumers, right, of your energy field and the takers. And they only hang around to use you. You have to watch your circle. This is very important when you need to set boundaries so that these users will not infiltrate your space. Because remember, you have to fill your cup first. Now listen. Trust that they are proud when they use you. That makes them feel like they've succeeded in getting what they need, right? And when you confront them, they become a victim. Yes, they cry wolf. They pretend that you are always adding salt into the wound of their troubles when, really, you may understand what they're going through and you wanted to help them out, but perhaps you have the very same troubles. Everyone has struggles in life, but that doesn't matter to them. These are just excuses that they use so that they don't have to be accountable for their actions, right? They know that they're using you. They feel that you should be taking care of them, right? And on top of that, they are also jealous for sure, right? Like I said, they have that feeling of entitlement, and they're entitled to your time, your assets, and your energy. They don't need to call first, right? You should be available. They should be able to text you over and over, call you over and over, and they want an explanation when you are not available. Am I right? This is the type that will call you and discuss their issues in the middle of the night and not ask about yours at all. Typically, that is the theme of your relationship. It is one-sided. You hear a lot, and even when you have something to say, they are not listening. Perhaps they talk over you to make it seem like they didn't hear you. Or, here's the big one. Their situation is so serious, they don't want you getting off topic. Now, they'll call you in the middle of the night to ask for a favor. Or maybe they'll manipulate you, right? And get you to offer. They'll get you to offer help. That's the special trick that they use. That's the manipulation. And they pretend when you ask for them to help you out that they never asked you to help, right? And you're thinking to yourself, hold on. After they've gaslighted you, you're thinking, yeah, like you called me at 4 a.m. in the morning just to acknowledge your disparities for GP? Yeah, right. Now you get to go back to feeling guilty, right? That you didn't help them. Number 3, the celebrities. These people are typically grandiose narcissists in disguise, right? And they only seek attention. Okay, hello, I'm the center of attention. Everyone look at me. What they really crave is security and validation. And because they have such a shattered self-image, right? And an insecure stance on who they are in this world, there can never be enough validation. So you will be trapped by this energy stealer because you will always have to feed their ego. Now, they only participate for selfish gain, right? In my opinion, they are the most worrisome because they are truly soulless. The celebrities seek to steal, kill, and destroy as it feeds their ego, right? And it is always worth it if it has boosted their image, made them look good, got them more views, made them more popular. Perhaps it made them the talk of the town. Perhaps it got them more connections that they needed. Perhaps now they have the attention that they need to open their business, right? Or perhaps it saved their image, right? Perhaps they put the blame on you or your friends so that they could keep their reputation. Oh yes, they will lie, cheat, and destroy. They also use manipulation, as they are truly cowards, and they use others to do their dirty work, right? This is what we're talking about when we say that they use your friends and your family or your co-workers, right, on projects they convince them that you are the one doing it, when actually they're just pulling the strings. Now, they're like spiders, as they love to weave a tangled web. And you know what I'm noticing? Here lies the modern serial killer of our time. They work in intricate schemes that cause you to get robbed, jumped, or character assassinated, or even arrested. A lot of you have been in damaging situations that truly hurt your reputation, all because you were sticking your neck out for someone else. I know you think, wow, serial killers? Is it that serious? What I'm saying is that when you are being aggressively attacked and gaslighted into believing that something has happened and that you need to react right away, keeping you in that state, we all know how the mind can work. You're not thinking rationally, and you may do something overreactive. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You don't want to put yourself in that situation. You need to step away from that, right? And imagine if someone with violent tendencies is wrapped up in one of these schemes. Now, you're in an entire drama that has the potential to become physical. And that's why you need to understand that this entire entanglement can lead to your demise. What am I saying? You need to pay attention to what is pulling on your energy, right? They do plot abuse through traps. They are not your friend. Invites are not worth any drama. Yes, they need the hand of God because they are lost with a truly evil endgame. Whether the endgame is to take you down, whether the endgame is to humiliate you, whether the endgame is to fill their void inside, or to ignore their problems. And trust me, they do suffer with horrific demons within. As we all suffer with issues when it comes to the celebrity, the grandiose narcissist, their demons are strong and overpower them. Now, they love to make themselves look popular. These are the ones that throw fake parties. And I call these events energy feeds, right? They're not actually interested in having a good time. What they're really doing is trying to create an image that they are loved because they need that constantly, right? They're actually draining the crowds around them by being dismissive and standoffish, right? And then they'll come back and sprinkle in a little friendly chatter to cover up the evil intentions. The intentions are to make you feel bad. When you feel bad and you feel ignored and you feel uncomfortable, they feel mighty. They feel omnipotent. And that is what they crave. Also, keep in mind, they typically have a plan in motion to do something deplorable, right? And so the event itself, it serves as an energy feed, and also it serves as a distraction to keep you thinking that you are friends, right? To keep you thinking that you are in this circle. You know what they say. Keep your enemies close. And with a grandiose narcissist, that's exactly what they'll do. Number 4, the playwrights. These are the ones that will write themselves right into the script of your life, right? They come on way too strong and they're just an instant best friend, an instant cousin, an instant wife or husband, right? And They try to become you, all while acting like your number one fan. Yes, I'm talking about that stunt double energy. They're sitting back from afar watching you, and you don't know. And when they finally do approach you, their number one question is, why you? Who is this guy? What's so special about her? Right? Or they're thinking, who is this dude? Right? Because they want your girl. Right? Why did they pick him over me? Now, they can't get over it. So they'll do something drastic just to stay around. Have you noticed this? Like perhaps he'll marry your relative or your best friend just to stay around you. And it makes you very uncomfortable. And that's the whole point. The whole point is to prove that they can have whatever they want. And they want it to be within your eyesight, right? They don't want to get out of the circle. Now, or perhaps she marries your college buddy. Many of you have several friends and family that have betrayed you or been betrayed by their own people. Like they say, it be your own people. And a lot of you are not even speaking up about it. You have developed a trauma bond and you're hanging around and sticking around because that's your loved ones. That's your job. You love your job. You don't want to leave, right? Now, you have a general trauma that has cemented and grown deep roots within the circle. What I'm saying is to stay in friendship with these people is to accept that you have a trauma bond, not a friendship, not a family. What you have is a hold that is wrapped in pain.
Self-love journey, get on one with me. You want to have really good boundaries, and how better to set those boundaries when you can identify, right, these toxic behaviors and these abusive patterns. You had a living situation with a roommate and it didn't go well, right? Or perhaps you had a situation with coworkers where there was just a bad environment and you couldn't really identify what was going on. Listen, I want you to rise. I want you to be that generational curse breaker, and I want you to do it differently, right? Speak out, don't be afraid to speak out. Don't let anyone gaslight you. You see where I'm coming from? Now, don't go to that fucked up family function, right? You need your peace of mind and your sanity, right? You want to be happy, especially around the holidays. Sometimes the best love you can give is distance. You see where I'm coming? You want to block that narcissistic parent, right? And stay no contact because they don't respect your boundaries. They don't understand that you need, that separation. They can't just cross over and intrude into your space whenever it's convenient for them, right? Unfriend that sister that flirts with your husband, right? Right in front of your face. Now, stop babysitting those relative kids just because they want to go have fun. You got things that you need to do. Use that as your life forward towards your peace of mind and your goals. Peace and prosperity, people. Walk your God-given path. Let it go. Let it be, right? And spread love and start with you. Do you see where I'm coming from? And with that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.